My mom was singing bye. Hey, how are you? Are you alright? You been good? Good day so far? I hope so. If you haven't seen my last video, I kind of talked about why I started my whole journey and where I've been in terms of food and fitness and shit. So this is kind of a follow-up video in a way. So if you haven't watched that, feel free to click the eye in either direction and give that a look before you do this one, or you can do this one first. It's really up to you. I thought what I would do is talk more about what I've learned over that time. First off, disclaimer, I'm in no way a pro. I'm just a regular girl from the streets of London who is just trying to achieve a healthier lifestyle. So I just want to get strong in the process, maybe even have an equal apple to little chocolate bar, little galaxy down there, maybe, I don't know. Ultimately, I just want to look more chiseled, I guess you could say. I've fallen into the whole watching loads of videos on how to get fit, or how to get abs in 6 days, or how to lose 30 kilograms in 2 hours. I've watched so many videos displaying that, and I just think most of it is absolute bullshit. So yeah, so I wanted to make this video to tell you the 3 things that are most important to me in terms of reaching your fitness goals that I have learned over the past couple months. Enough babbling, let's go. Number 1, and probably the most important one, is consistency. Consistency is key to everything. Let's have a little science lesson, because glasses make you automatically smarter. So I don't know what is wrong with me. So according to science, it takes about 66 days for you to break or learn a new habit, which is about over 2 months. So unless you're really strict, realistically, depending on various factors, your diet, your lifestyle, and your genetics as well factor into it. In those 30 days that you might time box yourself to, you might see a slight difference. If you are really working hard and eating right, you might see something. At the end of the day, after those 30 days, you're just going to revert back from using that little gimmick or that video that you watch and that app that you use for that time frame. You're probably it's more likely that you're going to revert back to how you look like before that, unless you continue it on for longer than 30 days, or you find something that's more solid than just doing the same thing over and over again. So that's where consistency falls in. Since the beginning of January, I've been very consistent in looking after my body, in eating, in going training, in going to the gym. I was super duper consistent, mostly because of the P that I pay in order to get the help that I do. It does hurt a bit. I've been constantly going to the gym, keeping track of what I eat, using MyFitnessPal, not to be confused with restricting calories. More on that soon. So that's number 1, consistency. Consistency is key. Number 2 is patience. I have an incredibly low attention span. I get distracted by things so easily all the time. There was even a bird just now that flew outside my window, and my eyes stray, I get bored, and I'll move on very quickly. If I don't see a result quick enough, I'll usually move on and try something else to see if a result comes from that, which is what I used to do when I used to go to the gym last year. I used to just go, I wouldn't see anything changing, so I'd stop, then I would try something else. Wasn't productive at all. Linking back to consistency, everything goes hand in hand. If you have something consistent in your life and you're patient with it, if you use them in tandem, the difference you will see. For 1 week, every day, you've eaten only chicken and broccoli and rice for the past week for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Sounds awful. Don't really see a change automatically. Just the human mind wants to try something new. That's why we should all exercise a little bit of patience. You're not going to see results instantly. Ow! Why am I doing this? Again, according to science, it's different for females and males in order to get definition, like muscular definition. It is easier for males because they have more testosterone. How do you say it? Women have more estrogen in them. You're automatically gonna find it much harder to lose body fat. That's just, it is what it is. We women, we just have to accept that. it's going to take us a bit longer to see definitions, to lower your body fat percentage, to actually see what it is that you've been working on. It's going to take longer, but you have to be patient. If you're consistent and patient at the same time, you'll look at yourself in about 3 months and be like, shit, is that me? The third and final one, just as important, is discipline, which takes a combo of both consistency and patience. You're going to use a little real life example. I am a lover of all things crisp related. Crisp of any kind. Crisps or chips, as other people call them. In the UK we call them crisps. I eat all of them, every flavour, massive packets, love crisps, still do, always will, never will stop. Back in my final year of uni, I used to go through 2 massive packets. Them big packets that are like, the big ones, you know what I'm talking about, not the massive one, but like quite big packets of Sensations, which are my favourite crisps, in one sitting. I ate that and I didn't really eat anything else. I might have like one meal, which was usually dinner, like a huge dinner. Didn't have breakfast, didn't usually have lunch, just ate crisps and had dinner. Absolute trash. It was really bad. I was lucky in that my body didn't suffer too much from it because I was active. So after that whole debacle, I went to the gym now and again, but I was still eating shit food. That's where discipline comes in. I was not disciplined enough to eat the correct things and also go to the gym consistently, because you have to have a balance of the two at the end of the day. That's why I got a PT, because it helped me to know what exactly I needed to do and to exercise discipline in sticking to doing that. I had to discipline my body to get used to the fact that I am changing the way that I'm eating, I'm changing the way that I'm exercising, and it just has to suck it up. And it takes a while for your body to get used to it, because it's all about like muscle memory. Your brain has to be like, okay, we're doing this now, this is happening, this is what you're putting inside me, this is what you're doing to my muscles. Cool. Eventually your brain does get used to it. So having someone there to help push me not to be tempted to have massive bags of crisps, not to be tempted to get a cheeseburger from McDonald's after work, which I did a lot. That's not to say that I've completely stopped eating things that I enjoy, because I have not. I still do indulge in these things, but much less than I used to. I make sure that I have eaten enough nutritious things. I have disciplined myself to make sure that I am in control of what is going in my body in a way. So don't let food control me like it used to. It's something that you have to consistently, see what I did there? You have to keep doing. That's why all 3 of these points link together very nicely. Those are my 3 little top tips that I've learned over the past few months. Kind of knew them before, but I didn't really use them. So those are like the 3 things that have definitely helped me to get where I am right now, which is it's not half bad, I'll say. Not only are these things helpful to your body and your fitness goals, but it's helpful for life in general, I feel. For me, it's always going to be a work in progress. I'm never going to feel fully satisfied, but I am happier, that was like the main thing. I just wanted to be happy in my own skin, and I am. That's about it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. The button's somewhere. Over here or here, I don't know. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!